Today on Diva Speak TV, we have stepped up our game and we have a live studio audience! It's Diva Speak TV! This week's SupaWoman of the Week is Stephanie Meyer, the author of the Twilight series. Let me tell you something. If you haven't read any of the Twilight books, you are bugging. They're addictive. I always saw people on the train reading this Twilight book and I was like, what is that? Well, I went to Grenada and my mom had actually bought it to give to my cousin. Jack move. Read the book. Obsessed with it. And apparently so is everybody else. The DVD for the movie just came out last week and it sold 3 million copies in a day. In one day. So I want to give the SupaWoman of the Week to Miss Stephanie Meyer for creating a cult series that people love, getting her bread, and doing it through literature. If that ain't some super shit, I don't know what is. Say it loud. Big up, let down. Say it loud. Big up, let down. This week's Big Up goes to the fact that black is back. I don't know when it was ever really here because it was always pretty much like this idea of like y'all ain't on our level type steez, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think it's just me, but have you noticed that there just seems to be a lot more blackness at the forefront ever since Obama came in office? I mean, I'm seeing Old Navy commercials with blackness in them more prevalent. I mean, I'm seeing just a lot of toy companies and food companies really bringing the blacks in to sell products. You know, I mean, shit, we even saw the company Tide try to make dolls that were like Malia and Sasha and got their ass cut. My mom's company is sending her to a diversity conference for nurses. She's worked there for 15 years and they never sent her nowhere just because she was black. I'm gonna attribute it to Obama. But I will say that there is a whole lot more folks in amazing positions right now beyond Obama that prove that right now, black is definitely back. Let's just go down the list. The head of the Republican National Committee is black. Michael Steele. The highest grossing actor worldwide is Will Smith. Black. The fastest race car driver in the world is black. Lewis Hamilton, and he's Grenadian. Laja Pal West Indian massive. The brightest astrophysicist under the sun is black. Neil deGrasse Tyson. The Super Bowl winning head coach is black. Even the fastest human on the planet is black. Usain Bolt. I mean, that's no surprise because we've been having to run for a long time just because we was black. So big ups to blackness, because you know there are many out there who say that we need to have a colorblind world. Race should not matter in decisions of professionalism. Race should not matter in decisions of love. Race should not matter in decisions of integrity, etc., etc. But your culture is part of your identity, and there's nothing wrong with being proud of that. Here's a story of a Harlem family started by a guy we know as Cameron Giles. He cut off Mace, and then came Jimmy in a permanent white beater from the east side. Then came Santana in his bandanas, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch. They dropped some mixtapes, threw up some gang signs, and that's the way we came to know the Dipset Bunch. Not the Dipset Bunch. Hey. The Dipset Bunch. Hey. Hey. That's the way we came to love the Dipset Bunch. We'll miss you. Times are hard for people right now. People need unity. They need something to look to get them through the next day, you know? And this week's letdown goes to a group of young men from Harlem no longer being that beacon of hope. So So last week, Jim Jones came on Hot 97 in New York City and said, you know, I want to extend an olive branch to Cameron and let's see if we can all get back together and dead the beef and make some new music. And all folks got all up in arms like, oh my God, we might get some more. Murder, 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 murder. We might get some more. Dipset, dipset. We might get some more. I really mean it. Cameron recently has said, yeah, that's not happening. I mean, you know, all y'all out there who want that to happen, I appreciate that, but I got my own shit and I ain't doing no music, no time, ever, as in never, with Jimmy and Joel. So get that thought out of your mind. Damn, Cam. But in this time of hope and change, I'm gonna keep hope alive and say that maybe, just maybe one day, we will see a Dipset reunion. Yes, we can. Celebrities do a lot of dumb shit. Really dumb shit. And as you all know, I have never had a problem talking about it. But in the way of solutions, I never really provide many solutions for these celebs. We just kind of touch it and go. Well, I have decided to bring in my cousin Sassy. Now, cousin Sassy is from Orlando, and she is known for her ability to turn problems into solutions, to find the platinum lining, per se, in anyone's scenario. Because these celebrities, as she always says, got dollars but ain't got no sense. What's up, y'all? It's your cousin Sassy. Now, my real name is Kenjanika Seals, and my cousin is, yes, Miss Amanda Diva Seals. But everybody call me Sassy because just like her, I ain't afraid to say nothing. Now, the real talk is this. I be looking at all these celebrities, and I be calling Amanda like, these old friends of yours be acting a goddamn fool. Now, they got dollars, but they ain't got no sense. And she always telling me, well, Sassy, you know, they need to talk to you more. They need to talk to you more. So I'm glad that she finally decided to let me get on this show and talk to them little friends of hers and give them some insight into how they can get their shit right. Let's start with Rihanna. Here we got Rihanna, pretty girl. She West Indian, right? She doing her thing. She all over there everywhere with Chris Brown running around. And then boom, nigga knock her in her face. And everybody's just up in arms like, oh my God, Rihanna got knocked in the face by this nigga Chris Brown? Then what would you normally do? Now I would say, okay, I'm gonna leave this nigga, I'm gonna figure out how to get my money straight, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Not Rihanna. She got back with a nigga, then she break up with a nigga, then she running around spending money. We in a recession. I can't even get my nails done every week right now. She got a gun tattoo. Now how she got a tattoo of a gun on her side, but she let her man beat her? If you gonna get a gun and you gonna do something, you need to go down to Orange Blossom Trail and talk to my boy Tashawn. Now he got guns. I ain't saying that's what you need to do, but getting them tattoos on the side, that ain't gonna stop a nigga from busting that ass. Rihanna, if you listening to me, this is what Miss Sassy think you should do. Instead of running around all crazy, get yourself on a national speaking tour talking about how you got buster in the face. Because the thing is this, my best friend, sister, cousin, best friend, stepsister, Kiki, was getting all tore up in the face by her boyfriend, Latrarium, and ain't want to tell nobody. But in the minute she saw Riri get all busted up, she gonna come out, and now we had to go beat that nigga ass. But see, that's what I'm saying. She got influence. So Rihanna, you got influence to help folk. Go out on the road, talk about how you got your chin checked, and turn them into real chicks. I'm just saying. Just a word or two from your cousin Sassy. And if you got any questions for me, just make sure you leave them with my cousin Amanda. And that is that. Amanda Diva signing off. You know what to do. Subscribe at youtube.com/Diva Speak TV. Big ups to This Is 50 for always showing us love. Also, you know where you can get the best graphics ever. artechnyc.com. Do not forget, if you have not downloaded my free EP, Spandex Rhymes and Soul, we're going to take a second for you to write down the URL right now. Good. And before we get out of here, do not forget that you can check out Diva TV, y'all, over there on Karma Loop TV every week. This week we got my boy DJ Drama sitting down with us, so make sure you check that out. I can't tell you enough. We love you, we love you, we love you, and we're glad you love us too. Mwah. Zeus says.